select the variables to eliminate. So again, we're using elimination. Our goal is to get, now I'm going to go ahead and put, before I even start, let's go ahead and put ones here. I like it when it has 1 here, a 1 here, and a 1 here. Our goal is to make these numbers the same, opposite signs. So I have 2 options because I can't multiply 7 by anything. I always look at the smaller number. What would I multiply 1 by to make it -7? I would multiply by -7. Or if I look here at the y's, I could make the top one positive 1y. You have 2 options, but if you look at what the choices are, we are going to multiply by -1. When I multiply -1, it makes this right here positive 1. Positive 1 and -1 would zero out, and that's our goal. So we are trying to make the top equation have a positive 1y, and that way they can zero out. So go ahead and highlight your y values. We're trying to get rid of those, eliminate them. Go ahead and bring up your parentheses here. We're going to distribute. And before we distribute, let's go ahead and copy our original one that we're not messing with over here. 7x, and it doesn't matter that it was on bottom and now it's on top. It does not matter at all. Equals -3. All right, so we are going to go ahead and distribute. -1 times 1 is -1x. -1 times -1 is positive 1y. Bring down your equal sign. And -1 times positive 3 is -3. And now, if you notice, my y's have 1 positive, 1 negative, and they both have 1. And that's our goal, is to have 1 positive, 1 negative, same number. All right, go ahead and make sure you write this on your scratch paper. I'm going to copy it over here off the side so I have room. 7x minus 1y equals -3. -1x plus 1y equals -3. And we always add. So if I add 7x plus -1x, when I add this, I get 6x. When I add the 2 y's, they get eliminated. They're gone. Bring down your equal sign, and when I add these 2 3's, I don't get 0, so be careful, I get -6. So now our next step is to divide by 6, and I get x equals -1. So we have part of my answer here, x equals -1. We have to find our y value. So this is where we kind of use our substitution method. We're going to pick one of these 2. You get to pick whichever one you want, and we're going to take out the x value right here, since I know what x is, and we're going to plug in the -1. I'm going to go ahead and choose the one without any numbers, so let's use this one. But I'm going to take out just the x, and I'm going to put in -1. So -1, I'll go ahead and put it in parentheses because it's always helpful to put in parentheses. And then we're going to keep the rest of this, minus y equals 3. So my goal is to solve this now. So go back to your paper. Let's write this, -1 in parentheses, minus y equals 3. I'm going to go ahead and add a 1 here and add a 1 here. And when I distribute this, I get -1 minus 1y equals 3. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So I get -1y equals 4. Then my last step is always to divide by -1, divide by -1, and I get y equals -4. So put that over here. So my final answer, when I write it in a coordinate point, is, and we want to make sure we have both of this, write it in order x comes first, so -1, -4.